Collier Seminole State Park, $3.25 to get in.
And guess what day it is? It's Happy Birthday Tommy Day.
He's a Yankee Doodle Dandy. He's my happy birthday boy.
We're gonna go on that
The
pontoon
Seminole
boat.
Princess. It's called the Seminole Princess.
We're gonna go on that boat. I'm gonna turn it off now because I don't want to waste.
They don't look red to me. They're starting to spread out, Tom. Time to back up.
We're starting to enter now to the very narrow part of the river. Time to time to tree limbs here may brush the boat. Those curves on your side, please, watch your hands and arms on the railing. Most of you motion to the front and I am back here. If you see any canoes or other vessels in the river like this, I'd appreciate it. I'm sure they would too. To be so kind, raise your hand. Let me know who's boat in the area. Looking forward to some unfortunate death.
Do what?
So that they don't capsize. Have an unfortunate incident.
The river is called the Blackwater River, very windy river, the American River you'll see. This is a natural river. This is not man-made. Man did not make this one, but nature made it. This way she left it for one of the few things they have left, man, is destroyed. Hopefully it's going to keep it that way for your enjoyment. As I come along, if you see some of the benches around that I missed the engine view pointed out to me, glad to stop her back up where you so you can photograph it. I'll do the identified origin, like you say. Try to get most everything you're graded for before we get back.
Is that a snake?
Huh? What did you say?
There's a snake.
That curve coming up is real sharp, as you can see. A little extra taking to get around it. Another making the curve, look around in the roots and all. You may find some little crabs about the size of 25 centimeters, black in color. The mangrove spider crab.
I've seen them before.
Have you?
Take pictures.
Pretty bad in here, isn't it, Tom?
I'd like to take a wave runner through stuff like this.
You what?
I'd like to ride a wave runner through stuff like this.
I wouldn't.
Why?
Critters. Critters. Oh, you're gonna get hit by
You're
that.
probably in the part here for a bit, so you relax. Think yourself down, being one of Florida's first residents 5,000 years ago. Remember a tribe of Indians called Collier, which lived here years before the arrival of European men. They left their mark along Florida's coast from Tampa to the Florida Keys. They did this by building the shell mounds. Collier Indians' main diet consisted of shellfish. So they get in there, dug out canoes, travel down the rivers like this and out to the Gulf of Mexico. At low tide, they would pick up what shellfish they could find along the beaches. Then they would bring them back to their campsite. Extract the animal from its shell, some would eat it raw, some would cook it, and then throw the shells into the fire. This would purify. Once the shells had cooled off, or when they cleaned out the campfire area, they would take them in small baskets, carry them to a designated spot, and there deposit them. Using that process, for many years, they built up high mounds into the mangrove. Then they use their mounds for various things, like new campsites, places to hold their tribal rituals, and burial grounds. If you're traveling down towards everybody's city at the time, maybe we'll go a little further to Circus Island, which is included in this shell mound. Nothing more than just oyster bark, no matter water low tides when Indians inhabited. And they built that island of 138 acres in size, 27 foot above sea level in places. They lived there undisturbed till the Spanish came. The Spanish came to the area in 1513. And they was in search of gold and silver and the fountain of youth. Well, they did not find any gold or silver. Most of us are aware there is no fountain of youth. Well, they did find the Indians. They did not get along with the Spanish well. Warfare broke out between them. They fought almost 100 years. Then the Spanish was much more advanced with gunpowder, rifles, and swords. There was still no match for the Indians in warfare. Spanish suffered heavy casualties. As you look around, you can see the main reason why. It's kind of hard to walk around out here with a pair of tennis shoes on, shorts, t-shirts, let alone heavy steel armor like the great Spanish conquistadors used to wear. But the Spanish did conquer the Indians, but not by warfare. It was by old world diseases, measles, mumps, chickenpox. The deadly smallpox, the worst of them all. Indians had no immunity to the type of disease that ran rapid through their tribes. Once the Spanish conquered them, then they felt sorry for them. By then, it was slaves. They made them all slaves. The last known living recorded exclusive Indian was in Cuba, 1791. That race of humans now extinct. It has been for over 200 years.
Down that way.
History does indicate it was a short period of time. So there was no tribe of Indians located in what is now the state of Florida. Then we had another tribe who inhabited the area. Probably the same tribe are still here today. The Seminole Indians. The Seminole tribe of Indians is made up of various different bands of Indians. Indians I know personally, there was a group within the area, still speak the native language of the Creek. The tribe was originally located in the states of Alabama and Georgia. So when the federal government of the United States rounded up the Indians, they marched them to reservations in Arizona and Oklahoma to put them in the desert. While the Indians did not want to go, they fled to avoid their capture. They traveled until they ran out of high ground and found themselves here with no people. Once here, they found remains of the other civilization, the Collier, and they stayed, band together with other Indians and fled to the area. It formed a new tribe that was given the name Seminole. The word Seminole would translate mean wild, untamed. Even today, the Seminole tribe of Indians is the only tribe of Indians that has never signed a peace treaty with the United States of America.
Huh?
Question.
Yeah, just stop here. We're gonna probably get in the trees because of the tide. I'll try to back up for you. There's a yellow crowned night heron. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We'll look at it when we're back. No tide, you don't see her. So far here, we've been speaking mostly about the Indians, President Pass. They were the first settlers. I like to give them credit for that. The main reason, give you a chance to look around, study the terrain as you travel through it. Now traveling through the largest mangrove forest of the world. And actually the trees around you here are mangrove trees. There's over 50 different types of mangroves in the world. We have 3 kinds up here. The tree you see, one with the long roots hanging down. This would be the red mangrove. The red mangrove is the most abundant of the mangrove of the area. We'll count about 80% off the mangrove forest. The long roots are called aerial roots. They reach the bottom, attach themselves, and support the tree during the change into the tide. The limbs grow out, the roots drop down, like you see here on the right side. Look at the bottom of this cove. Underneath the tree limb, you see a contributory water. You see how the limbs grow over and the roots drop down, how they're just walking out across this branch of the river. That's the reason Indians called them the walking trees. On the left side, if you look underneath the tree limbs, get a different angle or different view, you can see how it works. The right side here, not only do these trees have area roots, they have prop roots, which is a claw-like root that goes over the base or trunk of the tree. Attaches itself to the bottom, they will prop up the entire tree and not just the limb. As you look into the interior, you get those large trees, dark colored or black bark. The black mangrove, the largest of the mangrove of the area. They have most of their limbs or branches towards the top of the tree, and I like to read it because I'm from everywhere. Or look up on the horizon itself, you quickly see the black mangrove. They step up above the canopy made by the red. Straight ahead of the boat, you find 2 large trees in front of you, the black mangrove. As you get closer, I'll slow down. Look at the base of those trees, and right behind them, little fingers. They're called pneumatophores, or breathing tubes. That's what the tree uses to irrigate itself with. The height of the tide, the landmass goes underwater each and every day, twice.
What do you want me to take?
River.
Straight ahead of the boat, you find the white mangrove, the third of the 3 types. Normally identify that tree by the white colors of the bark and white spots. In this case here, look for large trees that broke off, hurricane after broken off, or past to the right now, or right on your left.
Over here.
Also on the left, the tree's got a Y or fork in it, that's another white mangrove. This is the third of the 3 types. We do have a few scattered hardwoods, been found mixed throughout the mangrove, such as the beautiful paradise, the mahogany, gumbo limbo, the tamarind, sea grape, hogplum, and silver buzzwood. Tree in is called ironwood, because it was so hard to hit your dentist. the boundary line. The canoe trail is Mud Basin, comes down to the Red River straight ahead. Out the Mud Basin, circles around, back up the river, going 13 and 1/2 miles. Second trail leads the Mud Basin, Self County Nature Walk, 9/10 mile long. Third trail is a hiking trail, 6 miles long. The river is wider now, as you can see. We're off and out, the water is deeper. The water is actually more shallow. Combined water picks up speed and power approaches the bottom. We're widens out of this power. Because sand makes the mudslide to build up. Sand and mud is working on the river from the river. We're on a curve here. At low tide, the boat's not floating for your traveling on that water. Just on the main theme is about 14 inches of water.
14 inches of water right here.
long history. Goes back to the time when there's some on the right side on the bud. See the brown one, that's the mature bird. Just flying out. There goes the mature bird. And back behind you here is a great blue heron. Don't forget the one beside us. White agnes on the left there. You won't never get a closer picture than that.
Maybe he'll land again.
There's another one.
There's the agnes.
More agnes on the left. Most widely poached bird we have in the park. Meat is quite tasty. Got the widely used as a food source. They started calling it Czechoslovakian chicken.
Started calling
Bright color heron on the right. Traveling down the river like we're headed about another 2 miles, you're on the hardest of 10,000 islands. Short distance after that, the Gulf of Mexico. See no difference in the type of vegetation than what we've already viewed. The only difference you note in the terrain, the river doesn't get wider, the water doesn't more shallow. Way down the small islands as it opens up to the Gulf. Other than that, no difference.
I got the book from last time.
Got two.
by the name of Blackwater River. The water's really not black, it's dark brown, red in color. The reason for the dark color of the water is because of the late growth trees. Trees contain large concentrations of fatty acids. The leaves rub off into the water and start to decay. Fatty acid will secrete out the leaves into the water. What turns into dark color. Another example you can use fatty acid would be like your teacup. Take teacups of the warm water, put these in it, turn red or brown. That's cold, it's all the same. Fatty acid. This bird has no natural oil glands, only feathers with, it becomes water soaked or waterlogged. Well, they cannot hardly fly. One of the few birds left in the world that have solid bones. Yeah, I think it is. Well.
Just mark it so I can know the water shallow.
Up overhead on the right is the Great American Egret. We ran it here to land last year, as it goes in the water. Keep in mind only twice a day. So lots of the salt content, salinity in the water that rises and falls on the land mass. This ground or soil is often the richest soil in the world. The soil is made up of 98% organic or decayed rotting minerals trapped in the roots that settle on the land mass. nocturnal. Means they only come out at night. They have positive daughters, bobcat, bees, and squirrels that come out and feed when they're hungry. Just at night. Basically, because we have a tidal flow, we have 2 high and 2 low tides in a 25-hour period. The tides are controlled by the phase of the moon. The gravitational pull of the moon places on the Earth during its rotation. Short tides do not come at the same time each day. Raccoon only fed at night is starved to death for that reason. They like to feed along the water's edge in low tides, so to decrease your water's exposure to crustaceans they feed on.
Almost looks like a magnolia tree, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're going to back up here for this yellow-crowned night herring on the left side. Tides may get us, so we may have a quick brief look. This is an adult bird, full plumage. He's got the yellow on top of his head and on his cheek.
See it, Sheila?
Mud. They grow up around the base of the trees. The tree grows, the alley grows. That's how that 10,000 islands are formed.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, got anything yet?
Crab.
Hurry, hurry.
I've seen fishing for crabs. River. It's a snake. No, it's not. It's a dust wave. I thought it was a snake in the water. Did it look like that?
Yeah.
Look right at the mangrove trees here, you notice the leaves, some of them are pretty yellow. The leaves are in the process of dying and will soon fall off. The mangrove tree does not spin its leaves at any one particular time during the year. It has leaves year-round and they're never without leaves. It's estimated from studies that have been done, 1 acre of mangrove tree, which has 6,000 pounds of leaves per year. 3 tons. A lot of leaves, but very important. Leaves come off the water and start to decay, they contain bacteria. The plankton in the water will feed on the bacteria. Some of the shrimp will feed on the plankton, the fish feeds on the shrimp. Birds know wildlife feed on the fish. The trees themselves are actually the first step of the food chain. All the trees around you here are protected the species. Not only does this serve as the first step of the food chain, but they also serve as a buffer zone between the Gulf of Mexico and the mainland. Keep the tidal surge of salt water from crashing in on the Gulf of Mexico from behind you. Up on two of the delicate grasslands, border prairies and Everglades located to the ahead of us.
I thought this was the Everglades.
I think so. There you
That's
go.
the end of it. Huh?
I have another roll of lemon juice.
What did you ask me?
So did you need two?
Yeah.
Get stuck back here. So it's fishing line.
Most times people come to this area here, they're interested in one thing, alligators, we understand that. Have abundance in the area. We don't always see them, but we always have them. Have not seen them does not mean they haven't seen us. I'll give you just a little brief information on alligators. If you do see one, you understand him better. Undoubtedly, you travel the highway, you're going to find many alligators. We'll start off with the female, the ladies. The females have most sports of any species. Female alligator usually mates between 4 and 5 foot long. Indicates between 4 and 5 years of age. Alligators grow about 1 foot per year for the first 5-6 years of their life. From that, 2 inches per year. Build their nests above the high tide mark of decaying vegetation. Sticks, leaves, grass, and mud. This lays pretty quickly at 50 age. The reptile has no natural body heat. It does not filter cleaner. It covers their eggs with decaying vegetation. The heat from the decaying matter of the sun needs to be 88. It has in 65 days. The alligator emerges from his egg between 6 and 9 inches long, lighty color, has yellow markings. This marking is for camouflage and he's only helping the skin. Everything comes by like these little alligators. Birds eat them, fish eat them, snakes eat them, raccoons eat them, otters eat them. Even though the alligators eat them are cannibalistic, they eat each other something else around. Only about 20% of the alligators that has will reach maturity. The species itself is said to be 150 million years old. They've very little since prehistoric time. Man hunted the alligators was one of almost extinct. In 1867, it was such a few number, they placed one as dangerous species list. Since that time, alligators done well, made a rapid comeback. Now said or estimated we have over 1 billion alligators in the wild in Florida. The alligators in the wild in the water tends to already, you can see his nose and his eyes and small part of his head. You don't know how long he is, and that's all that you can see. Estimated number of inches from his nose to his eyes, multiply that by feet. tell you how long he is.
Like,
3 inches,
how
3
many?
feet. 6 inches, 6 foot, 13 inches. My big alligator, 13 feet. It's going to be large in the wild. Captivity from 16, 18 feet. Regular length, 19 feet. 2 inches.
Oh, there he's got one.
Well, everybody likes seeing alligators. We haven't seen any big ones. We're going to bring a little one by. You can't look at him. This alligator here came from Alligator Farm. They raise alligators now here in Florida on farms for the same reason, because they've become almost extinct. They raise them for their skin and for their meat.
Hello, pretty boy. It really is soft. Have you ever touched it? How sharp are his teeth?
Very. They're not razor sharp. They're cylinder shaped. They're made for crushing.
How old is this one?
About 1.5 years old. Once he reaches maturity, he's got about 2,000 pounds per square inch jaw pressure.
Ouch. How come you didn't touch him?
I didn't think about it.
Did you film me touching him?
Yes. Joe.
It was very soft. Little oil in
So I thought. I'd like to get a little alligator.
No.
Can we find one?
Nope. Isn't the story that all the kids bring back baby alligators from Florida and go throw them in the sewer system in New York?
Flush them down the toilet.
Yeah.
Park entrance fee, $3.25 per vessel. You can charge boats.
How did they catch them?
Try to dock or... We should go down there.
Looks pretty overgrown.
Huh?
Looks pretty overgrown.
Cut our way through. You gonna walk on the boardwalk?
Where is it?
We'll find it.
I'll give him a bucker.
Okay.
Into the Everglades. I don't like this close-up, Tom.
Where'd we go?
Where did we go? We went to the Everglades, right?
Oh, the mullet.
You see them?
Turkey vulture right overhead there. That size is a small portion of the grasslands are buried in the Everglades. Buried like that made everything famous. Like a little better place to look and see the boats, they live, tradition, sea walls, and kind of something like that. They're in or now banks for the motivation for them. St. Mark's on the devil, like St. Jordan
Didn't
State.
you just say it wasn't
My
too
pleasure
safe?
meeting Captain Guys. Really hope you enjoy your park. Driving when you leave Marina
Says
Drive
a salt marsh.
Safely. You know, others about your vacation, especially here in about our park.